beat him once with a stick. How long was that?
It was what for 2 hours or so.
So the little boy basically he beat him for about 2 hours, you're saying?
Yeah.
So he would stop and then go back, or
Stop, go back, stop, go back. And if tell him say no, that is enough, no, you have too much.
I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my
Things Jamaica family wagwan. So now we get to come across say the lady or the 4-year-old have finally speak out. Remember when we were doing the live, we were saying that would love to hear her part of the story, and she have speaking out, people. And me I tell you say pan top of the speaking out, I get so angry when she said the man a beat her son for 2 hours. Me get so angry because me I said to myself, say, mommy, the man a beat your son for 2 hours and you don't call the police. You know how long is 2 hours? Me could have go cook, I could have go cook, sleep, wash. The amount of things I can do in the space of 2 hours. And mommy, you really don't call the police when you see say half an hour pass and your baby still a get licked. Come on, man. Me upset. Upset people, me upset. But anyway, listen, let me read from a little gathering for you guys, because the news was already, there's a video, but mega chop it piece. All right, now bear with me. Ooh. More information concerning the death of 4-year-old Nashawn Brown, who was beaten badly and died shortly after, has been released after TVJ News spoke to the mother of the deceased child. According to the mother, who withheld her name for public safety, the incident took place a few days after. Hold on. Maybe me not even need no light for do that video, yeah. Hold on, the Things Jamaica family. So no sister when I do the video, I do it in a picture darkness. Right, so according to the mother, who withheld her name for public safety, the incident took place few days after moving to Willow Den, close to Spanish Town, to live with her accused boyfriend, 24-year-old Sean Bennett. And what I would love to know right here during all of this information that I never hear is how old is mommy? When I was listening, I wanted to hear how old is mommy to be taking up a 24-year-old young boy. But I didn't hear that. But anyway, let's continue into the story. The mother of the child stated that the child lost his appetite due to what might have been a case of gas. So the child not eat properly, which she tried to address by boiling some tea, as the little boy said he had felt sick for a few days. However, the child was eating slowly when food was given to him. The baby is sick, so eventually this is the case that's going to be happening. So more likely the baby should have been taken to the doctor to see the doctor to find out why. You know, if you think that he have gas, or you give him some salt water, or you know what we give them when they have gastroenteritis. The distressed mother said it was at that time the stepfather decided he would intervene by getting a stick to whip the child to eat. However, Nashawn's mother said she told him if he attempt to beat the child with the whip, their relationship would end. But the man proceed to do so. So the man not care about you. Him not care about you, and him not care about him child. My fellow ladies, I hope you are listening and realize, say, half of the time, them man here, you know what them care about. If them care about just themselves, if them care about you or your children. So it's very evident. Because listen, you see why I would not throw all the blame at this mother. Half the time, when you take up somebody, you don't see them true colors same time. That's why I always say, give them a year, man, make them get tired of you. And then when the tiredness trip in, cause young love, you know that go. When the tiredness trip in, you will see people true colors. Yeah, man, trigger them too. Trigger them, trouble them. To see how them are going to react to certain things, you know. But to me, I don't think this woman was going through this shit until she moved into the man house. So now you move in and the man feels say me have you where me want you, I can't do what I want to do with you. You understand? Worse if you move so desperate, because based on watching the video, you just met him few weeks ago. You should have never moved in with him, come what may. It was too soon. It was too soon. And see, you know, the little boy have paid the consequences of the mother's action. The woman then reported that the man kept on beating her son for over 2 hours. I tell you, say that they upset my brain, my whole organ. Listen to me now. I've come across a story from I finished the live this morning. And I said, "Cha, later me do it." And me sleep like for about a half an hour, wake up and it's like it a call me. And I said, "Why is this story calling me?" Only for when I listen to the video, I hear the mother say, a 2 whole hour, the youth a beat him child for. So the interviewer was like, 2 hour, mommy? What do you mean 2 hour? On and off, on and off. On and off. Mommy, you see 15 minutes. It's like, I think some people have a whole wrong definition of time. You ever there's somewhere and want go about your business and are dead for the time for come on the time nah come, it does not come. It's come like a longest moment you ever spend. To just imagine someone having a whip and beat a 4-year-old, then him break, him hand tired, him only think about himself. So him hand tired for beat you and him break, and when him hand tired, don't worry, him come back again and beat. If now we understand why the child actually died, okay? If a man a beat on the child for 2 whole hours, come on now. Me mean him inside a bleed, him actually bleed to death. He was bleeding from the inside, you know, to death. When I come across the whole 2 hour saga, that alone just, yo, you realize that the man not stop beat your child. Half an hour come the man still a beat your child, and you 1 hour come the man still a beat your child, and that is the part when I can wrap around my finger. Did he hit you out during the beating? Me and one nephew did hit out mommy, which me not hear nothing about that. The police should have reached a long time. 2 hours, ja? Which she tried to stop but got injured in the process. No man, there's a difference between want to stop and just try to stop. There's a difference between me and go stop you and just try to stop you. That's why it said try to stop. You know, he said try to stop. But you see, if you do something on me, you want you to stop, they could have licked like a tree limb. Yeah, go tap you. Them say something about small big tree. Yeah, man. Better me and you have it out and the little innocent soul live. And me and you, when we gone to the morgue, when we gone to the jail, and the innocent soul get to live. Alright, so it was after the beating that she said that the child then went to the bathroom where the stepfather followed him. You understand? Only for her to realize her son was having a seizure soon after, which eventually led to him to become non-responsive. The stepfather followed him. Being very hurt about the situation, the mother of Nashawn said she hoped she could have raised her son until he became an adult, because Nashawn did not have a father. His mother thought it would have been the best decision to move in with Sean Bennett at Willow Dean. So because she never have a father for her child, she thought moving in with this man would have been the greatest choice, because the young man would have a father figure in his life. But that did not turn out so. Not at all. At this time, the mother of the deceased youngest is currently homeless and will need to take care of the child's burial all by herself. However, anyone willing to assist can reach out to her at this number: 876-460-8657, 876-210-5423. One person who watched the interview with their mother commented, "It is terrible, as horrible as I feel for her. She is guilty of allowing this monster in her child life." While another said, "You failed him. When there is smoke, fire is blooming, and you knew he was abusing the child. Leave. Woman, protect your children." Things Jamaica family. I don't know if I'm gonna see if I can play it and record it with my phone, and I think maybe that way I won't get the copyright thingy. So let me turn this around.
Moments leading to the death of 4-year-old Nashawn Brown. 4-year-old Nashawn Brown in happier times. As we prepared to do
What
the
a
interview,
sweet
we
little
couldn't
baby,
help
man.
but notice his
Could
mother
baby
going
sweet.
through pictures. It's all she has left of him after his shocking death Sunday. Shocking because she'd hoped to see her only child grow into adulthood. It was just...
That hurt him so. We gave him tea and whatever, because we forget it was the gas.
Fast forward to the fateful day when there was little improvement in Nashawn's condition, worsened by the fact he had lost his appetite. Still, Rosie says she encouraged her son to eat. That's when the stepfather intervened.
You know, with him for a good while, I tell him to eat the food. He did not eat it. Until him said, he might get one whip for you. So when him pick the whip and come in, I said, if you lick him with that, you have done. But this and other kids, them did the outside. So then if them hearing that I take place, him said, for shut up my mouth.
She says it went downhill from there.
Beat him once with the stick. How long was that?
It was for 2 hours or so.
So the little boy, basically, he beat him for about 2 hours, you're saying?
Yeah.
So he would stop and then go back, or?
Stop, go back. And I tell him, say, no, that is enough, now you have too much.
And then whilst he's doing that, Nashawn was helped. What was he saying?
When he mostly did, I say, "Mommy." And we just stand up. Couldn't believe what I say. Maybe that's why I feel like I feel it, because I actually stand up for a while and make that happen to you.
But Rosie eventually intervened and paid the price. The bruises on her hand, back and legs tell the tale. Things would eventually settle, she says. The stepfather and the 4-year-old retreated to the bathroom. When it appeared the child had a seizure. The 4-year-old was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Rosie says her boyfriend would use physical punishment in the past to discipline her son, but Sunday's beating was the worst.
Would you say that he had an anger problem?
Yes. And then for controlling anger.
Because it had...
And I said smile, girl smile, smile for me Jamaica. And I said smile.